Hello everyone. We'll review two things in the video today. Number one, how you can use your Chase Hyatt points for the maximum value, and number two, we'll review the Chase Hyatt card. My name is Abhi. This is Credit Debit with Abhi, and like we do in all of our videos, without further ado, let's dive in. Let's start with the first thing in our video, which is to see how Hyatt points can be used for reward bookings and what value you can extract from them. So let's take the example of traveling to Rome, Italy from July 20th to July 22nd. If you pop that into the search bar on Hyatt.com, you'll see that a bunch of options pop up. And we'll look at the Tribune, which is the first option that pops up, which will cost you about 449 euros or about 18,000 points. If we use the mid-market rate for euros to dollar conversion, we'll see that 449 euros convert to about $492. Now, if we do the math for 18,000 points against the $492, the cent per point comes out to about 2.7. And like I say in all of my videos, across all the points and miles that you're earning with credit cards, the minimum value threshold you should set for yourself is about 2 cents per point. Now let's move on to the second part of the video, which is the review of the Chase Hyatt card. As of the recording of this video, you can earn up to 60,000 points with the Chase Hyatt card, 30,000 points after you spend $3,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership with the Chase Hyatt card. And you can get 30,000 points in the first 6 months of card ownership after you spend $15,000 on categories that generally get you 1x back by giving you a bonus point for each of those dollars. So now the question that might come to you is, what categories are 1x categories? So any spend that's not a Hyatt booking or money spent at Hyatt properties, gym membership, dining, or air travel would categorize as 1x. So anything else outside of that will be 1x, and you can earn a bonus point on every single dollar that you spend on those categories. So I got this card back in January of this year, and the way I've been using this card is like a catch-all card, where if I do not have a dedicated card for the spend I'm about to make, I use the Chase Hyatt card. I covered some of it in the Q2 setup video, which I'll link up there. With the intro offer out of the way, let's talk about the annual fee and some of the features and benefits of the card. The card comes with a $95 annual fee, and one of the flagship benefits that you get with the card is a free award night that you get on category 1 to 4 hotels. And we'll cover what these categories are in a second. In my opinion, this free award night can easily be valued at least $100. So right off the bat, the net fee on the card is positive for you as a customer. So the concept of the net fee is basically what you pay for the card and what value do you associate with all the features and the benefits that you get from the card. So with the free award night, you're coming out ahead of the $95 annual fee. But there's a lot more to cover with the card in terms of benefits and features, so let's dive into that as well. You'll get an additional free award night category 1 to 4 hotels again when you spend more than $15,000 on this card. So like I said earlier, if you're spending the $15,000 with this card as the catch-all card, you not only get the 30,000 bonus points in the first 6 months of card ownership, but you can also avail of an incremental free award night. So that makes it 2 free award night plus the 60,000 points that you earn with the credit card. Let's quickly discuss what the categories of the hotels under the Hyatt program mean. So Hyatt demarcates the hotels under its program into 8 categories, so category 1 through 8. Category 8 happens to be their top tier and flagship hotels. So think about the Park Hyatt or the Andaz. The category 4 hotels tend to be Hyatt centric or the Hyatt Regency and so on and so forth. So as you can see from the distribution of these hotels, if you're booking a category 4 hotel anywhere in the US, you can easily extract $100 if not more. Recently, Hyatt went through the process of devaluing some of their categories in the program, so you actually have to spend more points to book some of these category 4 hotels. So you have to spend more points to book some of these category 4 hotels than before, or any of the category hotels for that matter than before. But I'd argue that there's still great value for the points that you're spending on the hotel. With the card, you also get the Hyatt Discover status, which is kind of their baseline status. Here you get 10% bonus points for your stays, you get premium internet, and you get a late checkout of up to 2 p.m. when it's available. You also get 5 qualifying nights towards globalist status, which is their top tier status, and you can earn 2 qualifying nights for every $5,000 that you spend on the card. Unless you travel a lot and you stay at only Hyatt properties, this is going to be difficult to get to just by staying at properties. Let's also talk about the multipliers on the card. So you get 4x back when spending on Hyatt properties, you get 2x back for airfare, dining, gym membership, as well as local transit like taxis or subways if you're using them. And then you get 1x back on everything else outside of the first 6 months that I talked about earlier. So the multipliers are healthy, but I'd argue outside of the first 6 months where you're working on the bonus, There are better cards out there that can get you at least 2x back, that you can actually travel out to more partners than just Hyatt. What I mean by that is if you're using the Chase Hyatt card to pay for your daily expenses, let's say you go dining and you use your Chase Hyatt card to pay for it, you're getting 2x back, which might sound like a lot because you can earn 2 cents per point by booking Hyatt property, so that's 4x back. But the limitations with what you can use those points for is where the issue lies. Instead, if you use the Amex Gold, which gets you 4x back on dining, or the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which gets you 3x back on dining, the flexibility that you get with those programs is much higher. So, for example, with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, where you earn 3x back, you can still get a threshold 2 cents per point when you transfer it out to travel partners, but you're not restricted to only Hyatt as the transfer partner. While that's a great transfer partner that you can work with, you can also transfer your points out to United, where you can extract great value. So my 2 cents is, outside of working on the bonus in the first 6 months, I wouldn't use this card for my daily spend. So given all of that, what do I think of the card? I definitely feel like this is a keeper card for 2 reasons. So let's focus on the first year first. You get a free award night for every year that you keep the card, where I think you can more than break even on the $95 annual fee. Bear in mind that the first award night comes after the first anniversary of keeping the card. So you have to have the card for at least a year before you get the first free award night. Moreover, in the first year, you can earn up to 60,000 points conservatively. Even if you earn 45,000 points, that's valued at least 2 cents per point, which translates to about $900. The card will pay itself for the first 8 years just because of the bonus points that you can earn with it. Now, that's not the math I'm suggesting we use, but that's just a reflection of how much value you can extract from just the bonus points that you earn with the card. So in my books, this is a keeper card. So this, alongside the Hilton Aspire card, are keeper cards in my wallet. Let me know what you think of the Chase Hyatt card, and if you do not have the card, would you consider getting it for yourself? Now, if this video was helpful to you, hit the like button. If this is the second time you're watching a video on this channel, consider subscribing. And like always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.